Bonjour, bonjour, comment ça va? Je suis Kotalia Benson, Monometos de la Librerie de Adria Monometos de la Libre. Bienvenue, mon cher, and bienvenue chez Conjure South and ConjureSouth.com. This is your October 20th sunrise readings. Hello, everybody. If you are here for the first time, fifth time, 100th time, I would love to remind you to please subscribe to this channel, give the video a thumbs up, leave a sweet, kind comment below, hit the notification or post notification button, and please share the video. Merci beaucoup. And IG, bonjour, bonjour. Comment ça va? Comment vas-tu? Ça va bien, bien sûr. I am here today for your October 20th sunrise readings. I would love for you to tag someone below, and we want to get this party started this morning. I'm off from work today. I get to catch a live. Wonderful. So, as you know, we absolutely, pardon, have to do our hoodoo home roll call. Let's see who we got in the house over here on the on YouTube. We don't have that many in the chat, but we do have a couple of viewers. So I'm gonna just call them as I see them. We got Gregory in the house. We got Pressa in the house. We have Jennifer in the house. And Natasha in the house. Apollonia in the house. Um, Matt Hatter in the house. Yes, indeed. Kongomi. Kongomi in the house. Joseph J in the house. Lucia in the house. Lucia Podamaja du Soleil. Yes, indeed, everybody. So please make sure that you are sharing the video to let people know that we are live. Okay? Micheline in the house. Bonjour, bonjour, bonjour. Hello. Finally caught alive. Yes, we are here. We are live. Yes, indeed, indeed. All right. Who do we have on IG? I need a biscuit in the house and some bacon in the house and some eggs in the house. What we do in the house. Got the money in the house. Queen Nubia in the house on the IG. Who else do we have here? Something diva in the house. But we glad that you're in the house. All right. Everybody, thank you so much for joining today. Tried to visit you last Halloween. Well, the only way to visit me now is actually to get an in-person consultation, to be honest. So, Marcel in the house, good morning to you. Or as you like to say, top of the morning. Yes. Bonjour, Phyllis. Bonjour. Good morning. Bonjour, Nali. Bonjour, comment ça va, ma chère? All right. So, this is your sunrise readings this morning. Again, if you're here on YouTube, please share this video. Share it on your Instagram, your stories, share it on your Facebook, on your X, or whatever. Put it on your OnlyFans. I don't care. Make sure make sure you share the video. Um, and the rest of the day to you. Yes, see. Thank if it's okay to is it okay if I ask anyone if they want a ticket to the November park event to contact me? I don't know if if Lucille is communicating that she is or they are providing an additional ticket, or if they are willing to um give you the opportunity to experience the situation. But Lucille, pardon, I keep saying Lucille because I have an aunt. Lucia, um, Lucille here is offering, um, a working ritual ticket here on, um, YouTube. So if you're interested in coming to the working ritual weekend in 2 weeks or 3 weeks at this point, 2 or 3 weeks, contact them. Um, so, and voila, there's that. Getting blessed in the house this morning, okay? Um, so there's an option, um, for someone, but I did want to, clear up a couple of things very, very quickly. First and foremost, I have to remind everyone, you know, I normally don't do this, but I am doing it now because it's very important. The October community service is available. The October community service is available. So the October community service is available right now. The last day to purchase this is on October 22nd, which is on Sunday. So after Sunday, you cannot get this road opening service. You all, I'm not, pardon, I'm not gassing this up. I'm not really trying to make some huge unnecessary noise surrounding it. However, so I want to just communicate, you do not wanna miss this. This service, next month's service, and December services are the game changers. Those are the money makers, the luck bringers, um, etcetera, and I made a video yesterday, where I was communicating specifically the importance of understanding a cleanser versus a blockbuster versus a road opening, and how there are mundane road openings and spiritual road openings. What are those differences? I do want to make that clear right now, okay? A mundane road opening keep your and so, for example, a road opening are external forces, obstacles that are on your road in all directions. Money, things get in the way of your money. Um, your health, things are getting away from you getting the help you need to become more healthy. Um, your love life, it keeps you from getting it, experiencing the life that you wish to desire. Your spiritual, correspondences as well. So those are mundane things. Your car is breaking down all the time. Your phone is breaking down all the time. There's multiple spaces that are things that people are doing. People are talking against you at your job is one of those and one of those, things to consider. Well, the spiritual, because this high genre opening, this one, okay, Le Retour de Ajan is actually about spiritual obstacles on your spiritual road, health-wise. Has someone attacked your health spiritually, not mundanely? See, on a mundane level, I can poison you, okay? And the road opener on a mundane level would assist with that. But on a spiritual level, that's another thing. Love. Did I curse, cross, fix, um, tie up your love life spiritually? Are you in a jar somewhere? Do I have a doll of you somewhere? Do I have a container of you somewhere? Have I worked with the spirit somewhere? Okay. So that's mundanely, that's spiritually health, um, health, money, love. And so those are those components. So here's the thing about it. Bonjour, Kirsten. How are you doing this morning? So the thing about this is understanding that when you do a spiritual road opening, see, a road opening is a spiritual work. But then there are spiritual road openings, and they differ because of the method of performing the road openings, as well as the, herbal allies, spiritual allies, or the spiritual, again, method that you use for spiritual roads. Why is this important? If your spiritual roads are not open, then the spirits I am trying to bring down them cannot reach you. And so it's important to understand, yes, they may can bring some good energy to you, but they won't be able to completely flood your life as they need to. Okay? So that's why this Hygiene Community Service, next month, you already know, in November, I do the Hygiene Community Service. You receive an actual root or package or of some sort. You receive a new hygiene. You give the old one back to the earth, but you are getting a new one, a new fit situation because this up and coming year, for this point, it may be something different than you need. That hygiene, for example, can give you exactly what you needed for 2023, but now we're moving into 2024. So just super important to understand that. That link is in the bio here on IG, and it is in the description box here on YouTube. D'accord? Super, merci beaucoup. Also with that particular service, you actually have the option to um do the service with this bundle. You all The classes in December and November and December are strictly surrounding everything you need to set you up for 2024. If you are going to bring in the best 2024 possible for you, surrounding cleaning and cleansings, which are different, getting you the realty surrounding actual custom traditions, and then magic. Like I told you all, eating black eyed peas ain't voodoo. You eat black eyed peas almost every month. Do they just become magical on no on December 31st? Hmm? No, they don't. So that's super important to understand. But understanding how to work with black eyed peas or field peas, if you want to understand the magic of it. Okay? So there's customs that we do, like a custom may be plant black eyed peas in your front yard, in your garden. But the tradition is eating black eyed peas for New Year's, symbolizing ingesting luck. But then I can teach you to make a gree bag with those field peas or black eyed peas because it's different depending on where you are regionally. And we're gonna cover those different regional um, correspondences to black-eyed peas versus collard greens, turnip greens, mustard greens, um, and understanding those things and all of that jazz. And again, understanding the custom of planting them or the tradition of using the pot liquor or conjuring with the wash. There's so many nuances that people cannot communicate because they literally don't know. There's not shade, there's not being, um, arrogant, it's just the truth. You can't tell me fish don't swim and birds don't fly because it doesn't align with your ego and your narrative. It is what it is. But if you don't wanna do the community service, this is available. The last day to purchase this class is October 29th. Don't miss it. Your best option is to get the full community service with the bundle because it takes off 25 and 30% off, surrounding, um, classes, community service, and everything. So, just be aware of that, okay? Now, I want to bring up one more thing, and then we're gonna get into your services here. So, your readings today, okay? So remember, many individuals have had some difficulties surrounding the Spellcast podcast live joining. And the thing about it is this, you can be a virtual coven member. Being a virtual coven member does not give you access to the Spellcast podcast. You have to upgrade that. Okay. You have to upgrade that. And so, I wanted to show you what that looks like. I do wanna say, whenever I make the post, "Hey, look, join us here," that join the link is there is so that you can, um, see where to become a member. That does not give you the link to watch the actual thing. Once you are a member, you get separate, private, exclusive um, discounts, links, live links, spell work, community work. Um, Today, for example, whether you are part of the Virtual Coven or Spellcast Podcast, we're doing our weekly check-in, and that'll be available too. Um, will the podcast ever be available on Spotify again? Yes, it will be. It will be on Spotify again. We are working on that. I do wanna just remind everybody that we have been in a very large space of transition to this new location and everything. And so we've had different administrative changes and tech changes, a lot of things, and everything is to make things easier for you. And so one of those things, bonjour, Shimag. Good morning, everybody. Um, some here is a little, here's a little tutorial, very quick here. I hope this helps. I do hope this helps. Okay, so right here, you're just going to go to your membership space here or join. Is what you're going to find whenever you're trying to join the podcast. So let's hit that join button there. See, once you hit that join button, you have the option of virtual coven versus Spellcast Podcast. You'll click that, and there's that. Now, if you're already a virtual coven member, there would be an option to upgrade to the Spellcast Podcast. Once you are in the Spellcast Podcast group membership, every week I place a special link specifically to go live in that podcast. If you're a virtual coven member, you're not able to see the podcast. Now, what most people will see is I put out a link. I post the link that shows you where to join, and so this gives you the option of joining the virtual coven or the Spellcast podcast. Okay, and then once you have joined, then you receive a weekly link to join us live, be in the chat, and all of those things. I do hope this helps. Also, I would communicate, you may want to do this on your desktop if you have a desktop, or another option perhaps, but you just want to upgrade in order to get in. All right, everyone, I hope this helps. Thank you so very much. Merci. Okay. So I do hope it gave some insight to all of that for those that struggled and been asking that question. So there's that. I do hope it helped. Okay. So, bonjour, Madame Aphrodite. How are you doing? So let's get into our readings today. We will be utilizing, yes, that is correct. So we will be using the Hoodoo Omen playing cards. Bonjour, House of Idris. We will be reading air signs first. Are there any air signs in the house today? Air signs in the house today. Not quiet as a mouse today. Be mouth of the south today. Any air in the house today? How do you breathe with no air today? All right. Let's see. Air signs. Where you at? Libras in the house. Geminis are in the house. My birthday and it's your birthday. Kids ain't got to do nothing. Well, you have a blessed Earth Day, Kirsten. Moon sign air. Lovely, lovely, lovely. So, I want to communicate that because people do ask, "Queen, which one should we focus on? Should we focus on our sun sign, ascending sign, water sign, stop lights, you know, sign language, all kinds of things." And the truth is, you need to respect all of those, elements of yourselves. Your sun sign, okay, is what you, if I'm not mistaken, and I'm not an astrologer, and I'm gonna have Madam, Eliza join us on the podcast here in a couple of weeks just to break down a lot of things, but I know that these are the, the correspondences to things. I know that these are the elements. I may just confuse the, ascending and sun, but the sun sign, if I'm not mistaken, is what you project, okay? Your water is your emotions, and your ascending or rising is how people receive you, okay? So, you gotta think you move in those spaces every single day, and all of those spaces work. So you need to go, "Okay, where am I emotionally today? So let me make sure I listen to my moon." Okay, your moon sign, not your water sign, your moon sign. Um, your moon, alright? Well, how how do I resonate with myself today? Let me check into me today. That's my sun. Then it's the thing of how are people receiving or perceiving me? That is a daily situation, okay? Oh, yes, Madam Eliza, the business mystic, top dollar. As an astrologer, top dollar, top tier, top shelf, completely. So, absolutely would encourage to follow her, the Business Messenger on IG, um, and but she'll be joining us in a couple of weeks. So, just be aware that she will be live on, um, here on YouTube. Alright, let's get into these air signs, okay? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh, you are so welcome. 'Cause a lot of people are like, "Oh, yes. Well, this is just how, um" and then, you know, "This is just how I am." Well, no, these are multiple elements. If you're not a, mm, like a one-dimensional individual, and and that's very difficult because most people who live a fake, inauthentic performance of life are very one-dimensional, and they can only perceive or receive one aspect of you. But for you to be a multifaceted faceted I can't even say it, multifaceted, voila, I have to slow it down, multifaceted individual, that's difficult. It's difficult for people to receive that because they're basic. Anyways, but then the other thing too, it's important to listen to all of these signs because who you are in, relations to on a daily basis, that also matters. Because if your husband or your wives or your children or your bosses are other signs, you will be able to then understand, okay, this is how they're feeling today, even if you only know their sun sign. This is how they're operating today. Let me receive them as they are presenting. D'accord? Et voilà. So there's that air signs. Après ça, nous avons les racines allergiques. De la de pardon, les racines allergiques, pardon. This is the 7 of diamonds. Diamonds are forever. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Shine bright like a diamond, shine bright, shine bright. Ooh, child, being basic stunt your growth, stunt their growth. We don't speak for them, okay? So, yes, oh, yes, Nelly said, "Let my prayers, get my prayers together today." So, yes, so for the 7 of diamonds, it does communicate that your prayers and your petitions, you will see some results from those prayers or petitions today. Number 1, if you do not, I highly encourage you to petition or to pray today, and those prayers will be answered. But please make sure that you are praying or petitioning with conviction and clarity. D'accord? You do not want to be so loose with your prayers, be so loose with your petitions, and end up allowing your prayers to be the entrance to your purgatory. Queen, what you mean? Well, I'm not gonna say, "I want financial abundance. Bless me with financial abundance. Financial abundance is in my life," is what you say, is what you do, right? Well, you didn't specify, so your mama died, your daddy died, but now you get the insurance money. No, I petition and I pray that my financial ability accelerates into my life from my profession, my hobbies, and my passions, okay? So, like, being very specific where your revenue is coming in, specifically in spaces where your revenue um, should be developing. D'accord? Est-ce que vous comprenez? Tu comprends? Super, et voilà. Et pour ça, nous avons pour de l'eau. Water sign water signs, les amoureux, les amoureux. Water signs communicate to you today that things for you are aligning. D'accord? Things are you what you say, Gregory, to see, to see. Um, things are aligning for you today. Things that you value, your morals, things are people, like-minded individuals, things are aligning. Because things are aligning, this should be a smooth day for you. This should be a kind day for you. This should be a sweet day for you. In addition to that, it also communicates the alignment of romance. Romance. Yes. Yes. Romance. Maybe your focus should be a little bit of love. So many things I got to tell you, but I'm afraid I don't how. 'Cause there's a possibility that you look at me differently. Love ain't so good making people have wrecks. Ever since the first moment I called your name, from that on I knew that by you being in my life, things were destined to change 'cause love the opposite to go are from happiness. Hey, look, it works though. That's wow. My mom's a water sign, and the song you're singing is one of her favorites, et voilà, et voilà. So, um, today, you may also need to bring your focus to that intimacy aspect. The ticket I'm selling is for the 5th, 4th, 3rd, 4th, and 5th, the park event, Lucille is communicating. Um, I don't know which ticket Lucille has, but she's offering her, um, her ticket. Lucille, if you are not able to sell the ticket, email us at customer service at conjuresouth.com. We can apply that ticket to classes, the community services, um, product as the clinic. Voila, keep singing, that's my song. Um, for the working weekend, yes. So anyways, this card also just communicates to the water signs. You may want to bring a focus to your, space of in to that space of romance, giving yourself the opportunity and, grace to experience love. You listen, I understand that love is not easy, relationships are not easier, uh, otherwise everybody would be in one, but bring some concentration to your relationship if you are in one. Bring the, bring the focus and concentration to nurturing that space. You all listen, even if you are in the best love, the most joyous, blissful love, "Bonjour, bonjour, ça passe." It does not mean perfect love, okay? Even in the best of love, feelings get hurt, but it is the conflict and solution of it all, and that is also an expression of love. So don't be afraid, um, to don't be afraid. "Bonjour, Miss Sims." Um, don't be afraid to experience the greatness of love, the pains of love. It's better to how to say, better to love than not love at all kind of thing. So keep that in mind. But that is love. That is experiencing a sweetness, a compassion, that affection, the understanding, the time and effort. It's important to really receive that. And if the love is not there, if the love, um, is toxic, if the love is abusive, then we know that this is not the love to be in. But that the sweetness of it, you deserve to experience. Better to have love than to lose better to have love than less than not to have love at all. Et voilà. Fire signs. We get the 7 of hearts. The 7 of hearts. The 7 of hearts communicate that we do not need to be in our feelings today. Excuse me. So, I've been taking, de pastilles, these little, like, lozenges, essentially, and every time I do a lozenge, like store-bought, it really my body don't like them. It just doesn't. So, anyways, I need to just go back to making the traditional pastilles that I know, to do with the, pine resin and a little bit of flour, a little bit of some herbs that will best assist me. So, anyway, let me move on, right? Um, this communicate not to be in our feelings, but to remain humble today. Really make sure that we are not in our feelings and to remain humble. The best way to remain humble is to really look into spaces and go. So, for example, if someone shows up to me very aggressively, I should not choke them out and put my hands on them. That's not okay. Maybe it's not okay, but we'll figure that out later on down the line. My first reaction today, however, needs to be they are going through something or what are they going through? The reason they are responding like this. What is happening to them or what has happened to them for them to respond this? This could be a person or environment. What are they going through? So I need to ask that question. Let me take me out of it and put you in it. What are you going through? What is happening here? This has nothing to do with me. Let me not let me find some understanding to what is happening so that I may sympathize with them. I may not empathize with them because I may not feel the way, but I can understand. And for this reason, I don't respond by laying my hands on you. Amen. And I am telling you, earth signs. Earth signs, les beaux les bonbons, les bonbons, nous avons les bonbons. You have opulence. Opulence, a large abundance of abilities, resources, blessings should flood your life today. And you may say by the end of the day, Queen said I was gonna be blessed with all of this stuff. Well, understand you very well may already be that blessed, but this card also says too much is given, too much whom is given, much is respected and required. So then we have to ask the question, okay? We have to ask the question, are you fulfilling your obligations, your responsibilities? Are you? You've been given this crown. Are you fulfilling those obligations of the crown that you're wearing? Still true. I have a lot of work to do. So you have a lot of work to do. You have a lot of responsibilities, but you've been blessed with that load because you can handle it and you are deserving of it. But in addition to that, you are equally deserving of the recognition behind it, in front of it, besides it, etc., etc., etc. D'accord? Bonjour, bonjour, ATL, don't shake us, don't break us. In here, giving who to take us. Don't break it. She gonna make it. That's why we always gonna shake it. Let's go. Let's fly. Here we are. We ain't gonna lie. Giving late boom boom right now. Everybody got riches in the house. Opulence and emotions on the flats. Everybody can't tic tac knack. I don't really know what I'm on it. Shit, I was almost there. I was almost through all the cards. I was almost through all the cards, everybody. But I'm not really a freestyler, but sometimes she gets inspired. And Rum Shaker did it for me. Okay. So anyway, je comprends. Oui, yes. I was trying to get through all the cards. I was gonna get through them, but wasn't able to do it. I guess I'm not that girl. I'm that girl, but not that girl. Yeah, we need a hoodoo home call. A we need the hoodoo home call, bounce of December project. We'll see. Give a little bouncerization for the hoodooization of it all. Give a little hoodoo bounce, bounce, bounce. Queen can rap too. Queen tries to rap. She tries sometimes. How do I sweep in Hoodoo to cleanse my kitchen? I know it's direction out of the home, but sometimes dirt gets under the counter. Well, this is why you need to do the class. This is exactly why we're doing this class, because there are elements to how you are supposed to clean in order to cleanse. Will you be selling the blockbuster oil? Um, possibly, possibly. We eliminated a lot of the of some things, just trying to take off less of a workload so that I'm more efficient with the workload that I have. So, everybody, I appreciate you all today. It's been a pleasure. It's been amazing. I forgot to tell you all this. I forgot to mention this. Oh, I didn't even what how oh my goodness. I thought that I saved it. Today we do have oops, it's not even on this one. Let me see. Do I have Canva on here? No, alright, so I don't have it on here. I'm gonna make that post though. We do have our virtual coven check-in today at 11 AM Central Time, 12 noon Eastern Time. Hoodoo Q&A and spell work tips if you need them. Um, so I will be making that post and you'll be getting that link. Again, I do wanna just briefly put up okay, so right here, you're just gonna go oh, I'm gonna put up the video one more time for those that are interested in joining the virtual coven and the Spellcast podcast. All of the links for community services and classes are in the bio and okay, so link in the description box. I keep interrupting my damn self. Pardon. Okay, so right here, you're just gonna go to your membership space here or join. Is what you're gonna find whenever you're trying to join the podcast. So let's hit that join button there. See, once you hit that join button, you have the option of virtual coven versus Spellcast podcast. You'll click that, and there's that. Now, if you're already a virtual coven member, there would be an option to upgrade to the Spellcast podcast. Once you are in the Spellcast podcast group membership, every week I place a special link specifically to go live in that podcast. If you're a virtual coven member, you're not able to see the podcast. Now, what most people will see is I put out a link. I post the link that shows you where to join, and so this gives you the option of joining the virtual coven or the Spellcast podcast. Okay, and then once you have joined, then you receive a weekly link to join us live, be in the chat, and all of those things. I do hope this helps. Also, I would communicate, you may want to do this on your desktop if you have a desktop, or another option perhaps, but you just want to upgrade in order to get in. All right, everyone, I hope this helps. Thank you so very much. Merci. Has. All right, you too. Et voilà. Merci beaucoup, merci et bonne journée, everybody. Um, wonderful. Okay, I got a question. I was in I was in a research rabbit hole about pine soil, and I saw Robert Milner. Is there a connection? I cannot confirm or deny these allegations. You all have a blessed one. Have a good day.